let's just kind of get you familiar with some of the games. We can go on and on into every single one of the games, but to give you kind of an overview of some good options that are out there, there's a few listed here that are pretty popular. But again, this is going to really depend on what grade level you're doing this with. We have we have a term called first person shooter. Those are those games where you're looking at everything from the first person perspective and you're going around shooting at other people, and you want to be careful with those. If you're anything below the high school level, I'm hearing from several other high school folks that they're like, we're not even going to touch those. We're not going to get into that world. They can do that on their own time, and that's fine. And you can go to several sources like Common Sense Media to see what's involved in the game and what their rating of it is. What you've got here in this link that's on this slide, which is slide number 43, is a spreadsheet we've put together and we're maintaining just for informational purposes. And I can drop that in the chat for you all as well. That just lists out a lot of the games that are popular, and then we've got some flags in there to let you know which ones are free, which ones are available on which platforms. We've got PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and then PC and Mac. Some of their maturity ratings and levels, whether or not they're elementary age friendly. I might stick with those even if I'm a middle school teacher. And so then FPS right here stands for first person shooter. Is this a first person shooter game? If you see that box checked, if you're in a younger age group, you might just say, I'm not going to even bother with those at all. And then how many players can play maximum? So this is an important one too, when you think about, how many players you're going to have in your club and how you're going to get everybody involved. So just a quick rundown of a few good entry points. Minecraft, you might be surprised to see this on the list of esports, but this slide number 44 has a lot of really great links from Microsoft, who owns Minecraft, who that talks all about Minecraft as an esport. Many of your kids, especially middle school and younger, are going to already be involved in Minecraft, but there are multiple build battles and competitions that are built in, especially if you have Minecraft Education Edition, which I believe is only $5 per license. And if you're a Microsoft district already or have a Microsoft account, you may already have access to this and may not know it. So talk to your tech folks. But Minecraft is a great place to start as well for esports. Rocket League, I mentioned earlier, this is a favorite of mine and my son's. It's essentially soccer with cars. There's various variations of the game, but that's basically all there is to it. And it's a lot of fun because if you've got like a Switch or I believe this is on PlayStation as well. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, it's on several different platforms. You can have kids play this in-house because it goes up to 3 versus 3. So even if you've just got a couple of consoles, they can do that, or they can also jump online and play against others. They have built-in tournaments throughout the day. And there's also several of those companies that Holly mentioned earlier that organize leagues for you, have Rocket League involved as an option. So that's a great starting point. Sports obviously is a good safe one in terms of appropriateness for kids. There's a couple of good NBA games out there that are a lot of fun and can be played online. Again, if you're of the Mario generation like myself, you may already be familiar with Super Smash Brothers, which, as you can see, does involve some, a bit of cartoon violence, but it's basically, Nintendo characters slapping each other around, and it's a ton of fun. You can have up to 8 in one game at a time. They can be played online. You might also know Mario Kart. That's another really great one. Many battles have been fought in my own household over Mario Kart. Getting into some of the role player games, there's League of Legends. You've probably, if you haven't lived under a rock in the last 10 years, you've heard a kid mention the game Fortnite. Obviously a first person shooter. There's no blood or gore. You can see players are vaporized as they're shot. So, proceed with caution and determine on your own whether you think that one's appropriate, as is Overwatch and some others. So that's just a quick rundown of some of the more popular games. Obviously, you can go to this list and Google any one of these games or go to YouTube and look them up, and you can see a quick run through or breakdown of what it looks like and see live action of somebody playing those games.